everybody, it's Debra and I'm back for another episode of Luminescence, and I'm here today with the amazing Katie Supreme.
Hello everyone.
Hi Katie.
How you doing?
And Katie has an amazing business called Protect Your Energy. Yeah. And I actually started following you, I think, on Instagram before I met you.
Yes.
And I love all of your message, and I feel like it's so profound right now for everyone. There's so many more people right now that I feel like identify as empaths, and just with all the energy going on the planet right now,
Yes.
and are needing to protect our energy and to maintain sanity and positivity in like a world that has gone completely mad sometimes, right? Yeah.
Yes.
That has already
facts.
been going mad, but like now it's coming into the light more for
The
everybody
uproar.
to see.
Yes.
And yeah, I love all your posts, and they're always like so wise and helpful. And yeah, and then you have this whole line that we're wearing of
Yes. We're
the
styling out
t-shirts.
here today. Yes.
Yeah, we got our t-shirts on, you got the hat. I have the earrings. Everybody always asks me about these, like seriously, all the time.
Well, they look wonderful
My
on you.
Nefertiti earrings.
Yeah.
that I have
Isn't she
with you.
amazing, y'all? Look at her. Just, yes. I love it.
So, yeah. Do you want to tell us like a little bit more about what you do? How did you get into? How did you like get inspired to create? You've created a movement, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, where do I start with this? Most of my life I've been a brat, had the worst attitude in high school just due to certain circumstances in life and things like that. But how this baby was born was, I was in corporate America for a really long time. So, what comes with that. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
what did you do in corporate?
I did business account managing. I managed about 20 plus people, and did some training and a bunch of crazy stuff. Those conference calls, those quotas, people on your neck constantly all the time. And after 13 years of being beat down with all of that stuff and dealing with other people's energies, managing other people's energies, that could really suck the life out of you, And it put me in a place to where my anxiety started to increase more. Depressed, because for a really long time, well, basically, just to rewind a little bit, before Protect Your Energy, there was a company called From Me to You. Some of y'all may know that, but this was back in 2009. Okay, and then it shifted into Katie Made It. And I've been making jewelry for almost 18 plus years now. Handmade jewelry, these lovely earrings here. I've made earrings from Nicki Minaj, Amber Rose, Tiny, Killer Mike. They've been seen on MTV, BET, some big award shows, Public magazine in London. Fast forward, I was doing that and working at AT&T for a very long time when I should have just been focusing on what I was passionate about instead of trying to battle them both. So like I said, the job put me in a pretty sensitive state with anxiety, with depression. There was a young man that worked with me. His name is Terrence, who is now one of my mentors. He is one of the reasons why Protect Your Energy even exists. He's part of the reason of my growth, for my journey, protecting my energy, being in the place of where I am now. Just all the tools and things that he gave me was one thing that he told me that was very important, is to make sure that I pay it forward. And this is what I'm doing with Protect Your Energy.
Wow. Wow.
So yeah, I left AT&T almost 4 years ago, and I wrote a book called The Climb, and it's a story about the climbs, the journeys, the setbacks, all the things that I've been through up until 2017, because that's when I put the book out. But just talking about my journey with meditation, how I got through working at AT&T, all that good stuff is in the book. You have to go find the book. It's on Amazon, The Climb by Kendra Donaldson. But within that book, Protect Your Energy spoke to me.
Okay.
And the whole point of Protect Your Energy is to spread a message to people on how to protect our biggest life force. Because energy is everything. It's life. It's this conversation that we're having right now. It's us connecting together. It's these trees, these birds, anything that's living is energy. And like you said, within this sensitive state that we're in, that's the most important thing that you can do for yourself is to protect your energy. And that is my mission until I go upward.
Wow.
Is to
That's amazing.
Spread it, let people know how important it is, because once you protect your energy, you really change your life. Just like that. Just like that.
So what are some ways that people can protect their energy?
So
I know, I'm like asking you all the really deep questions.
No, hey, I could talk about energy all day long. So, and it's funny because I'm taking some classes for energy.
Okay.
Right now I'm in level 1 energy development. Shout out to my teacher Kisha, the psychic Yogi. Go and see her at Phoenix and Dragons. Check out her calendar, get in her classes. But it has been very life-changing for me. She has these things called SMART tools. And even before I get into her tools, the things that I was practicing on my own, for one, my mentor showed me how to meditate, to calm myself, just to think differently about certain things, to connect with nature, connect with like beings, and just to be centered. You know, I burn a lot of sage, a lot of incense. I don't meditate just one time a day. It could be 10 times, as many times as I need it. That's what I do. But to get back into the classes because I'm learning every day. I'm a student still within this, and it's something I'm passionate about. So I want to know everything about it. But I'm taking a class with Miss Kisha, and she right now we're learning. I'll tell you guys about a few tools that we're using. It's called grounding. And it's pretty much it's a long process to go through, but it's not once you get it, you know. And it's really just centering yourself, starting with the back of your spine and centering that into the center of this earth, and releasing everything that does not serve you through your spine into the center of the earth, right? And you can ground me, I can ground you, you can ground that bird, you can ground whatever it is that's affecting your energy. And it's always...
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Interesting. Like ground the other person so their energy's not getting on me.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
You can ground a space. Like before we got here to this park, I grounded this park.
Oh, wow.
You know, so that we're good when we get here. So you can ground your car before you get in your car, you know, to make sure you have a safe trip, also to protect you from others.
Wow.
So, and it will, you know, I can go in more detail with it. I know we don't have a lot of time, but grounding is one tool that I've only been in the class 2 weeks, and the cool thing about grounding is I could be grounding right now and you don't even know it. It's meditation on a higher level up here, because everything is in the mind anyway. And there's one other tool that I'm going to go briefly into, but that is a way to protect your energy. And the second way to protect your energy is it's this tool that she calls bubbles and roses.
Oh, yeah.
You heard of that? Okay.
But yeah, go ahead.
So it's pretty much, we're at this park right now, and what I'm going to do is imagine that there's a bubble all from her for me over to her. And as I'm learning, I could get the information wrong. Kisha, don't be mad at me, but roses have one of the highest frequencies in flowers.
Okay.
Period. So that means with the bubble, we're going to add roses all outside of our bubble, meaning nothing can touch us inside of this bubble. And what we're going to ask to be inside the bubble is the peace, the love, the abundance, the gratitude, the protection, whatever we need to be in this bubble to block us from whatever we're trying to protect ourselves from, right? And that could be protect your car, protect your home, protect your bed when you go to sleep at night. Sky's the limit with this stuff. And like I said, those are tools that you can do without anyone knowing. You're just protecting yourself. It's all mental.
Amazing. So amazing.
So those tools are life-changing, and please go and see Kisha at Phoenix and Dragon. I know I'm plugging her right now, but she, you know, when you meet people who come into your life that change your life, you have to let people know about it, and she is definitely doing that for me, and I'm so excited to learn more. It's like a 6-8 month program, and I'm freshly new, but I'm absorbing everything. So
wow.
Yeah.
And you're teaching a lot through you're teaching on your own, like you're also teaching through your social media. And
yes.
I can kind of see you maybe doing some classes for people too.
Oh yeah, well, you know, I do have workshops on my
Okay.
site. I have this thing called Build Your Own Manifestation Pyramid. And actually, you guys can go and download that on the site, protectyourenergy.com. Download your pyramid. So pretty much it's a pyramid, and you color it in, so you become an artist. And then within it, you write down all the things that you want to manifest throughout your life. And then you put a crystal in there, whatever crystal you like, whatever your intentions are with that crystal, put it in there. You set it on your desk, at work, in your home, on your altar, whatever it is, and you meditate with that, and you know, things will start to manifest from that pyramid. So it's really cool. Try it with the family, kids, co-workers. It's a good work exercise, I think. But it's dope. Go check that out.
Okay. protectyourenergy.com.
Yes.
And then you have an event happening, a special event happening on November 10th.
Yes. So
yeah, go ahead.
Protect Your Energy Day. It's our 3rd year doing it. I almost forgot. It's our 3rd year doing it.
Oh, wow.
It's on November 10th. It's a day of self-care, of healing. We have a lot of dope speakers. We do meditation. We have yoga. We do the manifestation, build your own pyramid there. We have vendors. We have food. It's just it's a high frequency environment. So if you come out, get ready to vibrate higher, because that's what we're taking you. So November 10th, you can register right now at protectyourenergy.com.
Amazing. And that's here in Atlanta.
That's here in Atlanta. I want to say it's at the Loft. I'm not sure, but when you go to the site, there's an address there for you.
Okay.
So.
Amazing. And then you also are selling all this gear.
Yeah.
And that's also on your site.
Yes. So just know, when you guys do get a Protect Your Energy tee from the site, just know that you are doing your part here on this planet, spreading this message, letting everyone know to protect their energy. So it's more than just a tee. It's a message that we're just trying to spread worldwide.
Yeah. And I feel that energy from you. I feel like the huge movement. So, and just seriously, you got to follow Katie on Instagram too. Is it Protect Your Energy?
Protect Your Energy with
Instagram?
the Y-O, not the your, but the Y-O, yo.
Yes. And yeah, you're always just sharing so much wisdom on there. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it so much. What else? Gosh, it's just like, it's endless. I feel like we could be here for hours and hours and hours talking about energy stuff.
Yeah.
And then you also, do you want to talk a little bit about the jewelry stuff too? You well, of course, you do jewelry, you do Protect Your Energy.
Yeah. Well, the jewelry, so the jewelry started, I went to AIU for fashion design and marketing, and my grandmother she's a maker.
Okay.
She's been making jewelry, making clothes, baking since I was a small child. So it was meant for me to make something somewhere down the line. And I don't know if you remember back in maybe 2010, people used to rock these kind of like a shoestring, but it would have a Bob Marley picture on wood or something like that, you know? And but it was mostly men, and I was just like, if I take this necklace and make this into 2 pair of earrings, I think it would be really, really dope. So I had the idea, and I went to my grandmother, of course, because I knew she would know how to construct this. And she was like, okay, you need X, Y, and Z. Boom. Did that. Took like maybe 4 or 5 to class, just laid them out on my desk, and they left the desk right then and there. And that's when I knew that, okay, now I'm about to start making jewelry. So that's, when I started doing custom pieces, like I can do one of you just sitting just like this, or us sitting just like this, or cut this scenery out and make it an earring. I've done family reunions. I've done graduations. I've just did something that someone just ultrasounds for their baby.
Wow.
Weddings.
Oh my gosh. Ultrasound earrings?
Yes. I've done some of the most wildest things. Like, I'm talking about wild stuff. So, yeah, that's, I still do custom. You can still request it on katiemadeit.com. All you have to do is just email in a picture of yourself or a logo or art. I mean, sky is the limit for this jewelry. So
yeah, and you have amazing things. I mean, I was like trying to keep myself, you know, like, okay, I'm only going to get one thing, but you had so much, and there was all this like ancient Egyptian symbolism and just all this pop, like conscious pop culture stuff.
Okay, yeah,
everything. And you just vended at a event this weekend.
Yeah, the Village Market ATL, one of the best markets in Atlanta. If you don't know about that, now you know. The Village Market ATL.
Yes. Be
back in November, and I want to see y'all there.
Yes, and that's where we met there. That's where we met in person at the last one in the fall.
Yep.
So, oh my gosh, so amazing. So, okay, let me ask you like a final question.
Yeah.
And this is also like a deep question, but I feel like you're a wise being. So, what do you feel like? I mean, you're an energy expert, and you know you're building.
Expert?
Of course you are. But you're building.
Heavy.
You're building.
Yes.
But like people could come to you to ask you about energy, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So like so on the planet right now, I feel like there's more and more people that are feeling sensitive, right?
Yep.
Sensitive to energy. So what do you feel? What do you see as like the future of like where our planet is headed, like energetically, or what? What do you feel that we're evolving into?
I feel like we're evolving into a force, something that's never happened. I think that a lot of people are becoming, what you said, sensitive, more awake and aware, more conscious, connecting with themselves more. So I think the future is a powerful force that we're going to do a lot with just our minds, you know, and our thoughts. And it's my mind goes so far sometimes. I have to reel myself back in, but it's going to be a lot for some who are not, but the ones that are, I'm saying force because that's power, and that's what I see. People want to start activating themselves, activating their own power, not so much of trying to be like the person on TV or on the internet, or, you know, but really starting to awaken that God within themselves. And that's the power, that's the force, you know. And once we do that, we're going to shift this whole planet into something words can't even explain.
I appreciate that from you.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Do you identify as like a millennial or Generation Z or something? I think not identify, but would you be categorized in that way by your age?
I would say I would be X. I think.
Oh, Generation X.
I think. I don't know, but
because I'm Generation X.
I think I'm X.
You're X. Yeah. That's cool. Because I feel like some of the people in Generation X, it's like we're so overwhelmed by everything that it's like there's a lot of people that are depressed or feel like the world's ending or like it's all, you know, the world, global warming, and it's all gonna just end or something. So, but I feel when I talk to people that, and I guess it doesn't have to be categorized by age, but some of the millennials and the Generation Z, they're like, no, the world's not ending. It's just like it's getting better. It's like we're vibrating higher. We're rising. We're evolving. And so it's just, I think it's like going to be really refreshing for people to hear, you know, what you just shared. Because we need hope. You know, a lot of people are losing hope right now. Yeah, and even for myself, I was in a really, really dark place for a long time. You know, so I know. You know, I know how that feels. I know how hard it is to come out of that, you know. But once I was able to form some type of light within myself, I always wanted to share that light. Because this life is hard. This life is hard. It's hard, you know. If you're not
mentally or, aware or conscious, or how to navigate. That's the reason why it's so important to protect your energy, because that is your navigation. That is your currency. It's worth more than anything that you could have. And once you master that, you master this.
Yeah.
This becomes easier,
Yeah.